Pressing all the buttons. Pressing all the buttons, yeah. Pressing all the
Break it down.
buttons. Pressing all the buttons, yeah.
How many buttons do you have?
8 buttons.
8 buttons. And we're going to keep pressing them. Pressing them.
How do you stop it?
Hey everyone, welcome to episode 3. You feel me, dog? This is Kayla.
I'm Travis.
And I'm Julia.
Welcome back. So, this week we figured we should probably be a little more transparent and let you guys know that we plan on releasing our episodes every Monday. Gives us time to do some editing and just hang out as well. So,
Yeah, for sure. Every Monday.
every Monday.
Okay, so real quick, I just wanted to let everyone know that our sense of humor is really fucked up and dark. So we're going to say some really dark and twisted, dumb shit. And just to let you guys all know, we're all friends and family, so these jokes aren't real.
That being said, episode 3, we're talking a little bit holiday, but mostly Halloween. Halloween is my absolute favorite holiday and aesthetic. I know last week we kind of talked about how I don't really care about aesthetic. Turns out that's a lie. I change my mind all the time. I like aesthetic of Halloween.
It is your aesthetic.
It
Yeah,
is.
for sure. And it's awesome.
So, yes, it's only August, but Halloween's the next big holiday that we have. So I just want to talk about that. Like, when is it considered appropriate to decorate for Halloween specifically? Because a lot of stores start putting out decorations for it, like beginning, I'd say like right after 4th of July.
Right after, for sure.
Especially craft stores.
Yeah.
Like I think of Hobby Lobby and Michael's right now.
Yeah.
It's spooky season for them.
It is.
Yeah.
Except I told Trav this too. Hobby Lobby does no longer do Halloween decoration because they're a Christian store. They will only do fall decor. I found that out a couple years ago, actually. They don't do Halloween specific anymore.
That's totally makes sense, but I'm still shocked by that.
I know, right?
So
Missed opportunity.
What does that mean? They just don't do...
Like they just do
Ghosts?
very
Yeah.
That's the only thing they don't do. We just don't
no
have ghosts.
graveyards.
Yeah.
No graveyards.
How dare you like to talk about death and be okay with death?
Go ahead.
I just saw a video and it made me laugh because it's this woman dressed up as Dorothy and her kid was dressed up maybe as a lion or something, like baby. She's like, as Christians, we don't celebrate Halloween, but we do just like to dress up for fun. And it was Stitch. And the guy's like, yeah, like every person that celebrates Halloween, like we're just dressing up, man.
You're celebrating Halloween. You dressed up.
But in their mind, nope, because it has some deep, rich, satanic underlining tone with it.
So they do cosplay. Which is fine. I'm for it. I'm for it. But also, no, you're wrong.
It's bad.
Oh my gosh.
So when did they start releasing their Halloween decorations till July? Because I feel like when we were younger, it definitely... Was it always July that they released everything in stores, the Halloween decorations?
I feel like it was more like September. If it was July, we didn't notice it, I guess.
I guess so, yeah.
Well, and I had read somewhere, it might have been in an article that you found, Julia, that ever since COVID, people want to celebrate and decorate holidays in general more.
For sure.
Because it makes them feel more connected. So I don't know if maybe with like shutdowns from COVID, if that caused more people to be like, yeah, decorate early.
And I remember growing up, we had like bins and it was allocated for each holiday. And we used the same decorations. Like I knew what was going to go up every year. Maybe we got some more tinsel, but now, myself included, I'm buying new shit. So it's one of those, they're like, oh, wait a second. You are going to buy a new runner. You're going to buy a new tablecloth every single season. Hell yeah, we'll get it to you as soon as possible. But
Yeah.
Go make it happen.
yeah, going with the aesthetic, they were like, okay, cool. I have so much more time to plan for this.
Yeah.
I can go to Home Goods and TJ Maxx and Marshalls.
Yeah.
But not Hobby Lobby. Definitely not Hobby
Not
Lobby.
Hobby
Hobby
Lobby,
Lobby.
because that's fall.
Well, we already went into Michael's earlier in July, and I was looking at decor, and I was like, okay, what's in here that I could DIY make? And I found these little ghosties that have little shoes on them. So I bought some different fabric that I like, and I tried to make it. It was a failure, but
Beauty in the attempt.
and it was fun. It gave me something to do that night. So
Travis, did you enjoy watching her
Oh,
attempt
yes.
those?
From the couch, it was awesome. I was like, oh, yeah, do it. Yeah, get it.
I do
Oh, my.
think your little skeletons that you put in the bathtub
Oh my gosh. Yes.
with, was it marbles or cotton balls?
It was both. I used both.
That was, I think, my favorite Halloween one that you've done to date. That was precious.
You know what? The only thing I had to buy for that I didn't already have was the skeletons itself, because the little quote bathtub that I put them in, it was actually an empty M&M container.
Amazing. A crafty little bitch.
Peanuts
know.
or peanut butter M&Ms.
Only regular, Trav. That's what goes best with popcorn, of course.
Duh.
Speaking of popcorn, Trav and I went and saw the movie Twisters, the new one, and we were comparing it to the original one because the new one is very upbeat and very, yeah, let's go chase some storms. And the old one is a little more horror-like with the music. The music's just kind of like, I'm like, I don't know if that's a good analogy or not.
Hey, guess what, Hollywood? You're hired.
It's just more, it has more of a like, oh, this is eerie, like not.
Yeah, they're trying to make it scary. Like,
Yeah.
these, supernatural twisters can fucking kill you, dude.
Yeah.
Basically.
We grew up being afraid of
Right.
tornadoes. Like that was
Yeah.
a fear.
Yeah. So I don't, that was something we talked about this week too, though. It was just like, do we like the original more because of the horror music in it?
Well, it was edited and shot kind of like a horror movie. Like the very beginning, it was like Joe, our main character, fucking her dad dies, and it's just shot like there's this mysterious force coming
Yeah.
with this music that's also spooky and suspenseful. Even the opening credit with just twisters is fucking scary.
Cows coming out of nowhere.
Right?
We got cows.
Fucking
Anyway.
love that movie so
Was
much.
was it the same storyline?
No, it was a different storyline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't just like a remake. It was almost a continuation. And if you had seen original Twister, you know that they have Dorothy, and that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
So in this one, they have a Dorothy that they use in conjunction with what they're trying to do.
Interesting.
Because they're trying to suffocate tornadoes from the inside out with what they're trying to get inside of a tornado.
Yeah, destroy the moisture so it can just basically die.
Yeah, so it basically suffocates it out.
Yeah.
So and it's good. I just,
Checks out for me.
that was something I thought. So I found this thing. It said, USA Today said holiday sales make up 30% of all sales for almost every store, specifically with craft stores like Michael's. Mm-hmm. That just blows my mind. So then it made me think, okay, well, we all know people celebrate for Christmas all the time. Mm-hmm. But then, Julia, you had found that article where it said that Halloween is becoming just as big as Christmas as far as like spending goes.
Yeah, because I no longer think it's a holiday. I think it's a lifestyle at this
Yeah.
point. So we went to the state fair.
Yeah.
And there is a lot of just craft vendor shows, and they have Indiana stuff. So there was one where it says like the band Corn.
Oh, yeah.
Well, instead of with a K, they put it with a C, corn, and they have it over the state of Indiana, and it has like the corn little logo on it. They're really cute. But then they had state of Indiana stickers that had Freddy Krueger. And Austin was like, why? He goes, I just don't get that because that has nothing to do with Indiana. I go, it doesn't matter. They're just cute. It's
Right.
popular in the shape of like your state. And he just didn't understand it. Because he's, no, I get like that it's cute. He goes, it just isn't Indiana. I was like,
That's
but
fair.
again, yours just like that.
But, yeah.
Because it's Halloween mixed with the
Yeah.
state, and it's more just
Be
people like that shit.
Yeah, I can see what he's saying, how he doesn't get it. But then if I were to see that, I'd be like, oh my gosh, it's Freddy Krueger. He's one of my favorites. And it has my state. Like
I almost got
it makes
it
it
for
kind of
you.
personal. Like,
He's
Almost.
he's talking shit about what I want to buy.
like actually, I was going to buy this for my cousin. So, well, that's one thing that I was kind of thinking about because in the downstairs bathroom, I keep that plug in with the little nightlight up year round. And it's what looks like a male and a female little skeleton sitting inside of a carriage. And then it's a ghost horse that pulls them. And I remember my mom came over and she was like, hey, did you realize that your Halloween like plug-in is still in there? And I was like, Mom, that's not a Halloween plug-in. Like it's two people in love. They just happen to be dead. Like it's year round.
That is, I can see her saying that
Like-
100%.
100%, dude.
It's just one of those things like she's one of those people that she just doesn't get it. She's like, no, that's a holiday. I'm like, no, they're in love. It's a year-round thing.
Oh, you forgot to put this up.
Like, no, I didn't forget, actually.
I unplugged it and put it away for you. Okay, so Trav, with Kayla's aesthetic being more of a horror,
Halloween themed?
yes, Halloween themed. When you guys got married and started dating, how did you adapt to that? Was that something you're like, oh yeah, I dig this, or did it take some transition?
That's a good question.
I feel like nerd culture kind of goes hand in hand with the Halloween stuff. So it was pretty easy, honestly, when I think about it.
Yeah.
Nerds and horror and Halloween, I feel like all three of those just go hand in hand, maybe. I don't know.
Similar color scheme for sure.
For sure. Just kind of a obsession with those three categories.
Yeah.
Well,
So it was pretty easy.
being okay with cosplay, kind of like,
Yeah, exactly.
but it's true though. Like cosplay is so much more accepted these days. I feel like,
Is that because of OnlyFans? Honestly,
oh my gosh, is it?
I think so. I mean, if you're not making money from something, I don't think it's going to become popular.
Wow.
That's what I think it is.
Just-
If you can't make money from doing cosplay, then no one would be fucking doing it.
I
I'm
guess
telling you
that's
that right
true.
now.
It is expensive.
I think the makeup alone is expensive. I still think people would be doing it, but I also
Yes.
there's social. If you're doing cosplay on social media,
Yes.
you're getting partnerships. You're also
Yeah.
getting
Oh, yeah.
paid for that as well.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you're a hot woman doing cosplay, dude, set.
With Tickle Bitties,
Yeah.
man, all right.
And you can fucking filter and manipulate it to make your ass look even better, baby.
Yep.
All right, I'm starting an OnlyFans. Here we go.
We're gonna get Trav to start wearing padded underwear so his booty be all bubble butt.
Let's take a poll, man. Do we all actually want to try on thongs to see if it's comfortable or not? Because I don't. But if you do, fucking put it down in the comments below.
Send us a link with a picture.
Right.
We need it.
Make sure it's really up there. You know what I'm saying, dog? You feel me?
We feel you.
I feel you, dog. One of the other things I had found was 77% of people who plan on celebrating a holiday expect to buy decoration. That's like what you said, Julia, how every single year you do buy something new for a certain holiday.
All the time.
And I'm kind of on this kick right now of trying to consume less. And this year, I'm pleased to say I've only bought 2 pillows.
Oh.
But also, I still bought 2 pillows. It's the middle of August.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's already happened. So,
The weather is far from frightful.
well,
What does that even mean? You know what I mean? Are we still talking about Twister or talking about Halloween?
I was talking about, we talk about all of it.
Whatever the fuck.
Because it's an
we
aesthetic,
want.
it fits.
That's right. Can we make our house Twister themed? What would that look like aesthetically?
A mess all the time.
I think you would have to have a floating cow. Like,
Oh my God.
for sure.
Just moving around. Just a cow.
The cats would go crazy.
That would be awesome, dude.
For those that don't know, Travis's favorite movie is Twister.
Yeah.
The original.
For sure.
In case that wasn't apparent yet.
And I think it was actually a personal attack on you, Travis, when they took Twister away at Universal Studios.
Oh my God.
That was one of my favorites.
I know.
I wish I could have been there.
It was so cool.
I'm so sad I couldn't have experienced it because I would have came.
Oh man, it was so cool. Kind of like a 4D ride. Wouldn't you say that's how you describe it?
We're standing
Yeah.
almost like we're in the Twister.
Yeah, at the drive-in. We were standing at the drive-in.
And yes.
That's what it is.
They have
That's so
like
cool.
the fans going like crazy.
Yes.
It's wild.
There's like a
I wanna look
hologram
this
of
up.
Helen Hunt. And she's like, okay, get ready. It's coming. The winds are going to be intense. Mm-hmm. And it
Helen
is. It's,
Hunt.
oh my gosh.
That's who, I forgot that's what her name was.
She's in her white tank top shirt. Rain's just coming down on her, so she looks really good. You know what I mean?
That's
Oh,
exactly
we know
what it
you
is.
mean.
I feel you, dog.
Twister, ride it out, baby.
Hell yeah.
That is a good ride.
Oh my gosh, that looks awesome.
So growing up in Arkansas for those few years, like ages like 3 to 8.
Yeah.
I remember that being like tornado sirens all the time. We didn't have
bet.
a shelter, but our neighbors across the street had a legit cemented shelter. And as a kid, we always wanted to go in there and play in it, but we weren't allowed. And it was like, because we were so desensitized to it.
Yeah.
They're like, no, like not only this locks from the inside. It was one of those like, scary things. But to us, it was kind of like, oh yeah, this happens all the time.
Like, yeah, this is a normal thing.
We're just going to go to the neighbor's cellar on a Tuesday night. Like it was normal. It was just being southern U.S. state.
Tornado Alley, man.
Yeah.
It's some spooky stuff.
It was crazy.
That shit can tear up.
I could have lost my dad.
I mean, you could all be Wade. Aww.
Your dad wouldn't have held that door, okay? He would have just let the door fly open. So he didn't have to get sucked up by that fucking tornado. God, what was the dad thinking at the beginning of that fucking movie? Let go of the damn door.
Let go of the door. Get down low and you'll be fine.
Yeah. The door came off, and guess what? Your daughter and wife didn't get sucked out. Just go further in.
Go further in and duck on down.
That's that Southern education. He just ain't know.
He just ain't know. Did you find the ride?
I did. It looks like awesome.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the top rides at Universal.
Yeah.
November 2nd, 2015
Experience.
was when it was closed.
Oh, geez.
2015?
Wow.
May 4th, 1998 is when it opened.
It opened for my brother's birthday.
gosh.
Justin, we mentioned you in the previous episode. Justin is Julia's brother.
He'll be here at some point.
He's going to show up on Top Gun with Tom Cruise.
Oh. Top Gun, baby. Got to get the boys back together.
That's an elite school, dude.
I can never get in.
Never.
Okay, so I went to Chicago last weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And they had, I don't even know what it was called. They just had a shit ton of airplanes. Like the Blue Angels were there.
Oh.
And they were just doing flips and stuff. They would go all the way up and then it would go idle and you would watch it like spiral, like helix down. Terrifying.
Yeah.
But it was an absolute blast to watch.
Why were they there? That's so cool.
I don't know. Do you think Tom Cruise orchestrated it?
Did you guys watch the closing ceremonies to Olympics?
No.
No.
He flew from Paris to L.A. in 2 seconds. It was amazing.
Really?
Wow.
Whatever.
No, he didn't.
Oh, I was like, are you fucking serious?
They wanted to make it look like he fucking did it that fast.
Flew himself
Yeah.
because he's a real pilot.
Damn it. I was invested in that. I was like, what?
Because L.A. is hosting the Olympics in 2028.
Yeah.
So he was passing the baton to L.A.
Hell yeah.
Gosh.
L.A. doesn't give a fuck.
No, not even a little bit.
Who cares that they're having Olympics in L.A.? I want to know. Not the rich people. He could give two shits.
So because the homelessness is such an issue in LA,
The homeless people do.
what do you think they're going to clear them out? Or are they just going to leave them and
Just
then
let it be.
They're just going to beg,
They're just
make a killing.
They're going to make a killing, which is awesome.
They're
for
going to
them.
hire stagehands and make fucking like a wall behind or
Green screen.
around the homeless people, dude.
They're going to green screen them behind so that you can't actually see them. But then if you actually come to LA, you'll be given money. You know what? Maybe those homeless people could actually get off the streets.
It's true.
I think you're supposed to call them people in transition now.
Do you guys think homeless people dress up for Halloween?
Dude. Fuck, that's so good. But honestly, why not? Because people give you candy and or other shit sometimes. Like I remember being a kid and there was one guy in the neighborhood that gave us like a coin dollar bill.
Yeah.
I think if I was homeless, I would dress up to go like as like my parents' disappointment.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I would destroy my second level of my cardboard house to dress up as a fucking robot or something. You know what I mean?
Well, it also goes into though, like our culture is very much this is for kids and not for adults or even teenagers. I feel like sometimes get looked down on,
For sure,
which
they
I just
do.
think it sucks.
It
because
pisses me off.
I would much rather a teenager be trick or treating than doing something shitty like smashing pumpkins.
I think being a teenager is really hard for obviously so many reasons with just transitioning, hormones, everything. But then the way that people view teenagers are just like they're the shittiest people. I'm like, they're just trying to have fun. They have all this energy. So if they're skateboarding, look down on pieces of
Right.
shit. They can't even trick or treat. Like if they go to Walmart at 11 p.m. just to pass the time. I mean, that's the shit that we did.
We did that all
Oh,
the
no.
time.
Like, again, we could be out doing heroin.
Right.
Yeah.
I could be out doing some serious harm to other people or myself or whatever. But instead, I'm like walking around Walmart.
Yeah. Or you just dressing up with your friends, going, getting some candy, and you're going to shit on them? It's insane.
Yeah, I remember being 14 and going and trick-or-treating, and some of the parents were like, aren't you guys a little too old to be trick-or-treating? I'm like, I guess, can we have candy? I mean, what the fuck do you want us to do tonight?
Like, I'm bigger. Give me more candy.
Yeah,
Right.
Go smoke pot. Go melt your brain, you fucking idiot. That's what he should have said.
That is what he should have said. Like, you're not supposed to do this anymore. That's just such a weird thing. I would never say that to a teenager that came up to my house ever.
You're giving kids free candy. Who gives a shit,
Right.
dude?
Also, I don't want to keep this candy in my house. I bought it to give away.
Yeah. And you know what? This guy, he was fucking bald. God.
No, but he was
He
white,
was fucking bald.
A bald bitch.
Yeah.
Bald
Can you
white
believe
bitch.
that? Gosh.
I can. That's that bald boy energy.
Little white boy energy.
Do you guys think you'd ever date someone that's bald?
Shut up. I can't stand you.
I could never.
I feel like we need to put a picture of Austin now. What would you do, Trav?
I give myself 10 years and then I'll probably be shaving my fucking head if I'm still alive by then. Woo!
In 10 years. Wait, we're going to be 42 in 10 years. Mm-hmm. We'll be 42 in 10
Don't
years.
age yourself.
I don't know, Trav. I'm just shooting for you to make it to 40.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. If I can make it to 40, fuck yeah, we're going to celebrate. 40 is going to be an awesome birthday just because of that alone.
Is it going to be a
yeah.
Halloween party?
Okay.
It might be. Sorry, edited that out. That was my bad.
So I think I have a different view on this than you do about themed weddings.
Ah, okay.
So I think you guys have gone to a couple like Halloween themed ish weddings.
I've been to one.
Or I
yeah,
guess it
one.
shouldn't
It was
even-
just one. Yeah.
Maybe not even themed, but like people having them on holidays.
Yes.
And I know you guys hate it because it takes away from you being able to celebrate that. Mm-hmm. And which I do totally agree with that. But if I was invited to a Halloween themed wedding where they were like, hey, dress up, I would lose my mind.
That would be so much fucking fun.
But it would have to be
No alcohol.
someone that it would have to be someone that I know and like I would want to be there.
Yeah.
But I still think that would be like that's an event in itself.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think that would be so fun.
Someone somewhere has had to have had like a Christmas themed fucking wedding somewhere.
You
Had
know
to
it.
have.
You know it.
Well, to be Christmas themed, I mean, all they really need is red. The men could be in like green suits and the women are in red dresses.
And then instead of flowers, just wreaths everywhere, poinsettias.
Poinsettias. And then
that
the
sounds
little
like a lot
kids
of
dress
fun.
up like elves.
Okay, that's what your bridesmaids dress up as.
Put elf ears on your bridesmaids.
I think
Yeah.
the reason why I'm most excited to get married in my future is because Travis is going to wear a dress and he's going to be my maid of honor.
I'm so ready.
I'm going to be swinging that dick and balls around.
Hell yeah. We've been trying to get you to wear a dress for like years,
Yeah. It's for quite a while we've been trying.
Yeah.
but we wanted an event for it. And
But we
Has
need
to
a
be
good
special
reason.
event.
Yeah. It can't just be because.
the Fish concert wasn't good enough.
It's
No.
definitely not good enough.
That is
dude.
where that originated.
Yeah, Justin just was dead silent for like 30 minutes, and out of nowhere, he just goes, Travis, what if you wore a dress? We just lost it.
Justin, I appreciate you visualizing me sexually in a dress. I appreciate that, bud.
That's a good friendship.
Right.
That's what that is.
If you don't want to fuck your friends, then I don't know. Do you guys have actual friendships?
No, you're not.
You should always find your friends attractive.
Right. You know, me and Matt, we were always like, yeah, let's fuck each other, bleach our buttholes together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Ass to ass.
healthy.
Ass to ass.
Right.
That is so you and Matt.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well,
Free the nip.
while you're bleaching your assholes, are you also making your own costumes? Because I remember as a kid, mom only let us, we were allowed to go to the store and we were allowed to pick one thing. We were not allowed to pick a full outfit.
Interesting.
So-
So you could choose like a gun and you had to be creative with how you wanted to use that gun?
Yeah, pretty
Or, like,
much.
You could get a cloak.
Yeah. Like I remember one year I got a wig. It was like a black and red wig, and then went home and like pieced together like a witch outfit based off that wig.
That's so awesome, dude.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
It's interesting how it changes.
Yeah.
I remember my brother Ryan having a Mortal Kombat costume, but I don't remember going to the store to buy it. I just remember him getting it. And same with like my mom had like a spider witch looking dress with the hat. Do you remember that? We wore that
Yeah,
over
it
and
was
over and
awesome.
over. And I don't remember how we got that either.
Do you want to know what I imagine? Like them waiting till like you took a nap in the middle of the day, and Jen's like, Ryan, your sister's asleep. Let's
go get a
find a
costume."
costume.
We can get one for one of you.
Yeah, I do love how close you guys
I know.
are to each other.
It's awesome.
Kind
Especially
of lucked out.
so it could be like we have either a family gathering or like we
Yeah.
go over to her house and then we can be at your house within a few minutes. I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
that. Especially when we were drinking heavy, we could just drive drunk and it wasn't that far.
And it wasn't that,
Exactly.
it was literally like a 1.5 minute drive. That's not that bad. The odds of me killing someone are low.
That's true. And I think if you were to get pulled over and you explain that to an officer, they would understand.
They would totally
Yeah.
understand. That's the only reason
My
I
house
drove.
is right down the road. Just let me fucking go.
Just let me go. You can follow me home if you
My
want.
house is right there, man. You were 5 minutes away. It's right there. That's when they say, "Oh, you're right. Go ahead. Bye-bye. Keep driving."
And then they say, I'm drunk too. It's
Right.
fine.
Exactly.
I wonder how much more likely there is to be drunk drivers like on a Halloween night, just because driving in general drunk is dangerous, but then there's more people out on Halloween. You know what I mean? Does
For
that make
sure.
sense what I'm saying?
Yes.
I think it was worse before Uber and Lyft.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And I think back even in college, Uber was new.
Yeah, it was.
I remember I would have like, sometimes John and I would have a ride lined up before. Like we would just give a friend, hey, $20,
Yeah.
take us home.
Yeah.
And at that, it's a college campus. The bars are like
Yeah.
literally across the street. But yeah, for sure. And then that was like people were putting promo codes that would link to their Uber. That's how new it was. And then so now we have a million
options.
apps to order. Uber is probably one of the favorites. It doesn't really matter for us anymore, but that
No.
was one of my favorite things that was ever invented.
Well, and sometimes I've used Uber before just to like, I went and saw Mean Girls on the play, Mean Girls the play.
What?
Yeah, I went with Aaron.
You went to Broadway?
Well, it's the Broadway Mean Girls, but it
Wicked?
was at Old National.
Yeah.
But I Ubered there even though I wasn't drinking, just for the sake of I didn't want to pay for driving and it was just easier.
For sure.
So I think I had Trav drop me off so that we could all go to dinner and then I Ubered home. It was great. Then I don't have to worry about a car.
That is very nice.
So fucking awesome.
It's just a cool
Well,
thing.
especially back then. Gosh, it was like fucking 10 fucking bucks.
Oh, man.
Round trip damn near. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck, that shit was so awesome, dude.
That's because it was so new and we all had been told for so long not to get in the car with strangers that they were like, yeah, we
I
need to
know.
make
How
this very
fucking
cheap.
hilarious is that? We were like the generation, like, you fucking strangers, you better fucking watch out. And then we fucking invent Uber and Lyft.
Right.
And dating apps.
And dating apps.
Strangers.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We were doing, every generation does the opposite of
Yeah.
what the fucking parents say. That is so fucking funny, dude.
Yeah.
I missed the little pink mustache, though, on the fucking cars.
Oh, hell
Was
yeah.
that Lyft? Right? Was that for Lyft or?
Oh, I don't know that one.
I don't know which one. It had to have been Lyft.
It had to have been.
I know
That's
what you're talking
hilarious.
about.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's funny.
Yeah, if you were a Lyft driver, there was just a huge pink mustache on the front of the car. I would imagine they're probably higher up, I would imagine, in the
Yeah.
Marketing
Lyft
though.
ranks. Yeah.
Interesting.
But I do remember people like telling us, "Oh, be careful on the roads. It's a
Yeah.
holiday. Be careful." So I would say 4th of July would probably be the one that I would be the most worried about to be on the roads. Or what is it, Blackout Wednesday? The day, like at bars, the day before Thanksgiving. Oh. Because everyone comes home. They go to the local bar right before
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. I would say that one would be one that I would
sure.
think about. But other than that, I wouldn't say
Yeah.
any holidays. I'd be worried about drunk drivers.
I guess New Year's.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you're right.
That's true.
But I also feel like for New Year's, everyone actively plans to be getting that drunk. So then they have a plan in place.
And they're usually at a,
Smart people.
I mean, a really, really
fair.
late party. Like
Right.
4th of July party is usually not.
Well,
The
that's
middle
true.
of it isn't at midnight.
And people aren't like out
Yeah.
for New Year's Eve.
No more fireworks.
No
more.
more.
Oh my gosh.
White trash people and fireworks, man. I'll never get over it.
Dude, if everyone fucking wants to know, but you can actually get a Phantom fireworks credit card.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I learned that this year. They have their own fucking credit cards because people spend so much money with fireworks.
Imagine going into debt because of fireworks.
No. It's bad.
I don't know if it's the Jewish in me, but I'm like, God, this is fucking. It's over so fast and so pointless. I don't even see the point in investing in it.
I
No
enjoy
money.
some sparklers and let someone else spend money on that.
Yeah.
I'm not a firework person.
Yeah.
So Daniel Tosh has a bit in one of his little specials, and it's saying, and he's like asking, fireworks or parade? Fireworks or parade? And he goes, fireworks. I don't even have a joke for the idiot that says parade.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm just like, I'm that fucking idiot. Like, I would do parade over fireworks any day because parade is over when it's done.
Yeah, when it's done, it's done.
Fireworks are a week before
Yep.
and 5 weeks after because that poor fuck was like, they're 70% off. I should load up. And they always say, I'm going to load up till next year, but they
No, they
fucking
don't. They
light
use
all
them.
of them off that week.
Well, and there are people that light them off then at Christmas and then at New Year's.
And then near forest, and then they can start a forest fire.
Right.
It's perfect. I heard the world needs more smoke in it. I heard that somewhere.
And more gender reveals.
Right. More gender
Diwali, dude.
reveals.
Fuck yeah, they're fucking shooting up all them fireworks for Diwali. That shit's awesome.
Yeah, that's true. There are
Our,
fireworks
our
for that
neighbors
too.
are Indian, so
Yeah.
every Diwali they fucking light it up, dog.
Oh.
Yep, they
Fuck
do.
yeah, man.
You're right.
All I could think of is the Office Diwali party.
Yeah.
And I just is Michael singing Diwali.
Think they have s'mores?
And he dresses up with a costume. He goes, I think it's a costume party.
It's a costume party. No, it's
Oh
not.
my gosh.
She dresses up as a cheerleader, and he just takes his costume off.
And then he looks fine. This poor girl's in a cheerleader outfit.
Fuck, dude.
Oh my gosh.
full circle, you guys. Back
Full
to Halloween.
circle.
Right.
Meaning, is it, well, we've already said that we agree it is an aesthetic. It's more than just at least Halloween.
A lifestyle now.
That was one thing I was kind of talking to Travis about too, though. So I feel like Halloween has become an aesthetic lifestyle, and there are no other holidays that are like that. Like in the middle of June, you do not see people walking around with a Christmas tree on their sweatshirt or like an Easter bunny in September.
I think it kind of correlates with like music, like heavy music too, kind of. Mm-hmm. It's all balanced. They're all integrated, dude.
I also think like the Halloween aesthetic, if you're wearing that year round, no one thinks twice about it.
Right.
If you are wearing like a hoppy Easter in October, I'm looking at you, like,
Right.
That's different.
couldn't find anything else, huh? But anything,
Yeah. If Jesus saw you, smited.
you're already going to hell. So you can wear whatever you want, Travis.
That's fair, dude. That's why I have cancer, dude.
God hates you.
Oh my gosh.
Twice. I get
Twice.
cancer twice. The same cancer twice. Wow.
You would have already gotten it if you were gay.
Exactly.
That's why you've never actually bleached your asshole with Matt. You just couldn't cross the line.
Not yet, dude.
Not yet.
Okay, going back, we really did just growing up poor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just not a cost that for a
Yeah.
Halloween costume. We weren't going to do it. So
Yeah.
we did a lot of homemade. And I always kind of resented it when I was a kid because I wanted a costume so bad. But looking back, it's fun and it just like promotes creativity.
I'll say it was creative.
But fuck, was I jealous. I was so jealous of the other kids. So one of our favorite activities that the three of us would do when we were drinking is Zubu.
Oh my gosh.
Or no.
Yeah.
Brufari.
Brufari.
Yeah.
And I'm bad at explaining things. Kayla, explain what it is.
No, I mean, Brufari, it was just a beer fest at the zoo. That's all it was. But it was during Halloween. So you dressed up and they even had a costume contest if you wanted to enter it.
Yeah. So a beer fest is where you get to try a bunch of random companies' beers. That's what that is.
Man, we'd one that we like. And we just get back in line and get back in line.
Yup.
On top of the fucking high-end liquor that they would put in the middle usually. I'm like, gosh.
Hotel Tango.
Hotel Tango.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hotel Tango.
Shout out, guys.
Shout out.
But we don't drink anymore. So actually,
But I did like their what do you call it? Their lemon one that they had, lemon
Yeah, the lemonade
jello,
one.
Yeah,
whatever,
something like that.
Yeah, I did like that,
and they
one.
were always nice people too.
for sure.
Yeah.
But speaking with costumes entering the contest
Yeah.
at Brufari. We entered one year and our costume was awesome. So Travis, you were Rick from Rick and Morty.
That's right.
And Kayla and I went as aliens, and we had our dresses matched everything except I think we switched wigs.
I think we switched wigs.
But
Yeah.
it was a legit costume.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Like I think we could have probably been top 10 at least.
yeah.
But when we entered, Travis, you wrote Rick fucks aliens.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
And it was one of those, like when the girl looked at it, she was, okay. We're like, fuck, we're not winning now.
We're not winning that, but we thought it was really funny.
We walked away giggling so
I know, right?
hard.
God forbid in an adult event fucking say adult shit. Fuck
Right.
me, dude.
It just,
I think the people that won one of the years was the Wizard of Oz group.
yes.
Yes.
And
they
they-
were awesome.
They were.
It was silly because the guy went as Dorothy, and it was like
Yeah.
some big burly guy.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And it was silly.
And that's why they won. It was a,
Oh, I think one of his names was Greg. The one year, the Dalmatians.
oh my gosh.
Those were legit costumes.
I think that was the year that I was Harley.
yes.
And you were Catwoman and Trav was Batman.
Yeah, we invited this couple to our fucking Halloween party.
They looked so good.
I fucking forgot about that till just now. That is so fucking funny,
Oh, I
dude.
knew
It's weird.
Hey guys, you want to get together later and fucking hang out and drink?
Well, and the reason we invited them was because their costume looked so good.
They
One
were
of them was
phenomenal.
Cruella.
It looked so good and they were so nice.
Yeah, one was Cruella and one of them was a Dalmatian. And I mean, he had truly like paper mache ears. Like it wasn't just a little headband with ears. It was ears. Like they were good.
It was
Yeah.
amazing.
It was a great
They
costume.
own like a dog grooming
You're
business.
right.
Yes.
I still follow them.
Do you really?
It's a dog boarding business.
Wait, wait.
That's awesome.
Kayla accidentally sent them a photo of her with just a top and like fucking panties on, dude. That shit was so fucking funny.
Okay, not on purpose.
Not on purpose.
Not on purpose,
Let's
just
say
so we're
that.
clear.
Like we were sending it to a group, like making fun of her because she looks hilarious, and we're like, "Dude, send that! Like, send that in the group." And Kayla
and I
was
accidentally sent it
'Cause
to
she was so
this
drunk.
couple that we had just met because I was so drunk.
Yeah.
and they never responded.
And
Just-
never showed up to the Halloween party either.
Kayla stone face, just like an action figure in its fucking case with fucking your fucking Harley Quinn and just panties on. It's so funny, dude.
It's amazing.
Dude, I was looking at my Instagram from that Halloween evening, whatever. There's me pretending to choke you because you're Harley Quinn and I'm Batman. I'm like, God,
yeah.
I should probably fucking delete this now because someone might fucking think I'm domestically abusing you or something.
I think that's a joke in itself.
This podcast host is fucking choking at his wife.
Everything they talk about is fake. They don't actually like each other.
If you hear any banging in the background, it's Travis beating the shit out of Kayla.
No, it's not.
Oh my God. This might be the most ADHD we've ever been. This is great.
Oh, I'm sorry that so technically, friends, I am the one hosting today. This was my topic that I wanted to discuss.
It's a fun topic.
We're also learning, though, that Trav is way better at keeping us online with the things that we had planned to talk about.
That's okay.
Yeah, we're figuring this out.
Reeling it back.
We're coming back.
I'm okay with being a little bit chaotic too.
I think
Yeah.
it's good. So last year, a friend of mine lives in Irvington, which if you're from local Indiana, Irvington is a town in Indianapolis that is very, very big for Halloween. They have a huge Halloween fest every year. There's a giant parade. They have, gosh, what is Joyce in? I wish I could remember. The Black Witch Hat Society or something. And so they do fundraisers throughout the year to support the local community.
Hey, real quick, Joyce, you a bad bitch, dog. We
Yeah.
love you.
Shout out to Joyce. We freaking love Joyce. She's awesome.
I think I've only met her one time,
On a beer bus, probably.
and I only have fucking like the best things to say about her.
She's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, she's cool as
Don't
shit.
say pot, say marijuana.
She was gonna say positive. Yeah.
I can't help it, dude. If I have a fucking joke, I'm gonna fucking throw it out there, dude.
Throw it out there. Throw it out there.
Okay.
We're gonna leave all of this in too because it's good.
And real quick, if you hear me coughing a lot, it's because I have lung cancer and I'm laughing at the same time.
Classic.
Yeah, Trav isn't allowed to have extreme emotions about anything. He gets too extreme and his lungs say, fuck that shit, cough. Mm-hmm. But anyway, last year for Halloween, Travis and I went over to Joyce's house because she lives in Irvington and handed out stuff there to those kids. She gets so many trick-or-treaters. Oh my gosh. And I was like, well, the kids aren't coming to our house this year for Halloween, so let's do this with you. It was awesome.
Dude, it was like the movies, like so many people on the fucking street, dude.
Yeah.
There might have been 1 or 2 cars, but there was just everyone walking up and down the middle of the streets on the sidewalk. It was so cool, dude.
It was really
amazing.
cool. One of her neighbors had like a whole table set up, and it had like for the adults, they had beer. If they wanted to grab a beer, they had apple cider. It was really cool.
That is
so
cool.
Joyce had this giant ass pot just full of candy, and then she had backup bags too.
Oh, I love that.
And it made me happy too because last year I had decided I didn't really want to give candy to kids just because we also are kind of trying to be better about stuff like that.
Give out apples, walnuts, pennies.
Oh, we'll get there. We'll talk about that.
No, we gave out like tattoos and stickers, and I had a bunch of little dinosaur things, and it was so cute. We had one kid come up. He was like maybe 5. Holy cow, he knew dinosaurs, and I had just kind of like been handing things to people kind of based on their age, and he said, can I pick my dinosaur? Because this one is a Tyrannosaurus, and I wanted to plug it to... I was like, these are the ones I have, because I don't know I don't know what dinosaur that is. Like,
No.
Oh, okay, Mark.
here's the ones I...
Mark's from Love on the Spectrum, and he loves dinosaurs, and he's fucking awesome. Mark is the shit, dude.
He is cool. You want to know who also? So I'm rewatching season 2 of the US one like this past week. And
Yeah.
I think Tanner is really big into dinosaurs.
Yeah, I think so.
Because he's asking his date, because they go to the zoo. He's like, what other animals do you like? And
Oh,
he
yeah.
starts saying every basically animal.
Yeah.
He's like, do you know any dinosaurs? And she's like, no. He goes, that's okay. I do. I know all of them.
He's like a little encyclopedia. It's
He
awesome.
is.
It's precious.
That's really cool, actually. Dinosaurs, man. Who would have thought?
I know. They're so cool.
They are cool.
They're like mysterious creatures, dude.
I saw a joke that I sent to a friend of mine that was if a human and a dinosaur raced, who would win? The human, because the dinosaur's dead. I laughed so hard.
I love that.
Thank you
That
very
is
much.
really cute.
I was just going to say, do we want to go and talk about passing out treats or going out?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was why I brought up the whole Irvington thing.
Okay.
Because I really, really enjoyed passing out to kids because, like, I had that experience with that little kid, and it was just cute to see him be so excited to get a toy instead of, like, a candy.
So, especially in the situation at Joyce's house with so many trick-or-treaters,
Yeah.
I think the kids would be more excited and more because you see someone passing out something other than candy
Yeah.
in a neighborhood that isn't passing out a ton of candy. It's kind of like, oh well, shit.
Right.
But when you're getting bagfuls of candy and someone's giving you other things like that, it's such a nice little change.
That's a good way to say that. That's a good point.
Yeah, I still prefer the king size ones, but
Fucking A, dude.
Yes.
do you guys ever try to go back to the houses that gave out king size candies?
Oh, man. In Mom's neighborhood, at least in middle school, I remember there was one year that we went all through the neighborhood, and then we came home, switched costumes, and went out again.
Smart.
There was a couple houses that did king size, and there were a couple houses that gave you a like little goodie bag of candy. Oh yeah, we went out twice.
Your mom-
more than once.
Your mom's neighborhood is like specifically what I remember.
Yeah, it was just
King-size
a
candy
good
bars.
neighborhood too.
Yeah.
I mean, sidewalks all throughout the whole thing. Like that was a great neighborhood. I enjoyed that neighborhood a lot.
Man, what happened to the suburbs and just like
Yeah,
caring for your neighbors and doing fun shit as a neighborhood?
dude,
I
no
just don't.
kidding.
I feel like it's not like that anymore. I was just thinking, this is kind of morbid of me, but how many kids or parents that get hit on Halloween night? How often is that happening? You know what I mean?
just in general,
Yeah.
because like you're
'Cause
saying,
people
Julia,
are out
people aren't
everywhere.
moving.
Yeah. But I think drivers are a million times more cautious
Yeah.
because of it.
Yeah.
Unless it's an absolute necessity, I do not get in my vehicle
I would agree
on
with that.
Halloween. And even
true.
when we had company vehicles, they sent out like a week before saying, hey, look out. And then the day before, and then the day of.
Yeah.
And they made you like acknowledge it that, hey, when you're like, they wanted to even schedule sales later or jobs later in the day because they wanted you to get home before
cool.
kids would be on. It is cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, that's
I think,
smart.
I think it's the only cool thing that company did. But that was so cool.
Well, like in a weird sense, you could say they were taking Action.
Oh, zing, 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 zing.
Oh my gosh.
I'll never forget, though, a high school teacher was handing out Mountain Dew game fuel.
Oh.
Yeah, in 1 year. And I think that was the best fucking thing. That was like 10 times better than the fucking candies that we were getting. It was just like so cool and so different.
Yeah.
It was the best thing, dude.
That is cool.
I don't know.
That's awesome.
What if someone's handing out ramen noodle packets?
I think it would be cool.
I think it'd be cool
It
too.
would still be cool, honestly.
Would your parents have let you eat the raw?
We are just so silly.
would your parents have let you eat the ramen back then? Because remember, it really, and maybe it still is a big thing, and I'm just not a kid anymore, so I don't hear the, like, hey, make sure we check our candy, make sure it's not open. But like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? A ramen noodle pack, it's a little easier to potentially bust it open.
Manipulate.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any fear of that anymore.
I still see people post it, but it gets posted now as a joke of like, I can assure you I'm not wasting my drugs on your kids.
For sure.
That's what I understand. It's like, who's going to waste their fucking drugs on these dumbass kids?
Right.
Especially in America, like they're not going to hurt kids that way. They're just going to like go into a school.
Right.
Like, dude, no one's going to take the fucking time to do that dumb shit.
Right.
Also, if you're that fucking stupid to not see a razor blade that it was inserted into an apple,
Yeah.
Right.
your child deserves to
Well,
get
you know what's
punished
gonna,
for that.
You know what's going to kill 90% of these kids? Fucking heart disease from the fucking
obesity.
candy.
Right. The candy, which is
Like,
why
what
we
the
don't
fuck?
do it anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Straight up, man.
And going back to like just money that people spend on Halloween, I got smart about it. So at the end of last year, when everything was on sale, that's when I went and bought all the things that I plan on giving out this year. So I got like slimy hands and rings and tattoos and stickers.
Yeah.
Just all these things that are fun for kids to have, but it's not candy. So I can buy it a year in advance and it's still going to be good.
Yep.
Like, yes, it's still consumerism, but I got it for 90% off.
That makes it okay.
It makes it okay. It makes me feel better about it.
I tell myself that every time I swipe my card. It's
Oh
okay.
my gosh, it's
Yep.
okay.
It's a secondhand store. You can buy it.
You're
You're
recycling.
fine.
You can buy your fifth couch. So that it reminds me of my neighbor who is no longer my neighbor, and I'm very upset about it.
R.I.P.
Oh, Shelby. But she was like not only the perfect neighbor, but doing Halloween was one of my favorite things with her because Shelby didn't want to pass out the candy. Like she wanted to get everything ready and like she would make like chili for us. But I love saying stupid shit to the kids. So it was always so fun for me. And I didn't have to spend the money on the candy.
Yeah.
That was always very enticing for me too.
Oh, heck yeah.
But that was always an absolute blast. Just that was always the best. And her daughter last year went as Wednesday Addams.
Oh my gosh.
Not only is she just the cutest little girl ever, and her costume was so perfect, but she didn't smile in any of the pictures. And if someone was like, "Oh, what are you?" she would just stare at you because she was so in character.
That's
Because
awesome.
Wednesday doesn't smile.
Yeah.
So cool.
Oh, she's the coolest kid.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I love that.
It was so great.
That's so cool. I do enjoy doing Halloween things with niece and nephew that live close to us. I think it's so much fun. We've done, because they do a lot of trunk or treat or trail or treat, like at the parks where you can walk the little walkways. And we've done that a couple times. And I always think that's fun to dress up and go do that. I don't put as much effort into that costume, which
Yeah.
I feel like I've always put effort into my costumes because I love this holiday so much.
You're better off going to the trunk or treat shit than the fucking neighborhoods now. It's just
Yeah.
so stupid.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Bring back the Halloween spirit.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
Also, what you guys were saying in Irvington, where it was like a ton of kids, like
Yeah.
almost from the movies, and no cars.
Yeah.
Because that's what we see a shit ton in our neighborhood is cars. Oh, one, my mom didn't even go trick or treating with us. She was just like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But she would never.
Yeah.
Even if we asked, one, it would cost gas money. We ain't got money for that.
We ain't doing that.
But she would be like, absolutely not.
You know what?
Yeah,
I
dude.
do remember one time, we might have been freshmen even. A group of us all dressed up as like princesses
Amazing.
in Plainfield. I remember going because I remember Kaylee, your good friend, being there. Well, she's my good friend too. I remember all of us dressing up in dresses And I know it was all dresses that like we all had type of thing. Like I think I wore my mom's prom dress from high school.
I love that dress.
But I remember your mom taking us to a neighborhood and she was like, okay, have fun. You're going to walk to this person's house when you're done, right? And she was like, okay, make sure there was like 6 of us.
That is so my parents.
That's the only time I ever remember being drove anywhere was your mom took us to this neighborhood where like we all had gotten ready at your house. And then she was like, okay, here's this neighborhood. Like,
And dropped us off.
left. And then like we were expected to end up back at a different girl's house.
Yeah.
I do remember that. That's the only time I ever remember getting dropped off anywhere.
We were old enough. I mean,
Old enough
that
to do
was
that.
fine.
Yeah.
But I look back as a child, and I'm like, our parents just left us.
Yeah.
Like, fend for yourself.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
It is how it should be.
Now, though, that's how we were raised. I can never do that. I'm such a hover. I'm like, someone's going to take you. Something's going to happen. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
So last year, Travis got diagnosed with cancer in April. So by October, it was kind of like, I don't really want to put energy into hosting a party. And the year before that, we had friends who got married on the Halloween weekend. And it was like, well, this is too much stress if we have a party this year. So for the last 2 years, we haven't had a party. And I guess in my head, I've just kind of accepted this year we're not going to have a party. I've kind of just accepted like we aren't doing parties anymore.
Yeah.
I say all that because I would normally already know exactly what I'm going to be for Halloween by now.
100%.
And I'm kind of reverting back to when I was a little kid. And I'm like, okay, what costumes can I come up with things that I already have?
Yeah.
Whereas it used to be because we were the ones having Halloween parties and I liked them so much. I was like, oh, we have to go buy an outfit. We have to look good together. And the 3 of us are such good friends that for a long time, we've always done the group things.
Yep.
Like the Batman, Catwoman, and Harley Quinn.
Right.
There was something else we did.
Did we do a Harry Potter theme one? No, we did.
That was the theme of the party.
That was the theme of
year.
the party that year.
And Ryan and Sydney, I think,
they
were
looked
on
so
themed.
good.
Yeah. Oh my! I remember their Peaky Blinders,
Yeah.
Oh, that was good
and
too.
I think Ryan had like borrowed Eric's little pocket watch.
His pocket watch.
And I swear, just like talk about details
Oh, so good.
in costumes that like set it off.
Yeah,
that
it was
one was really
awesome.
good.
Yes.
Good job, Brian.
Go
You
job,
son
go
of a
team.
bitch. Well, I was just thinking, like, fuck Halloween parties. I just love watching our bad B movies and like that. That's probably just what we're gonna do from now on. It's so low key
Yeah.
and awesome and fun,
It's amazing.
low effort.
Yeah. And I mean, that's what we did last year. We watched B movies that were horror movies.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was so much fun. I'm sure we'll do like an episode of all of our favorite B movies and stuff like that.
Maybe on our actual Halloween episode. Not our pre-Halloween that we're in right now.
Yeah.
But
We're in consumer.
yeah.
This
Halloween.
is consumer Halloween
that's what
episode.
this is. But so if we were going to dress up this year, what is something that you'd kind of want to be or do or
Okay, so I'm going to tell you in Irvington, funny enough, there is this mural on the side of a building of Larry Bird.
oh my gosh.
It's of him playing because he went to Indiana State. He
Right.
was a sycamore, and they like depicted him and painted him with a sleeve of tattoos,
Oh
and
my
maybe even neck
gosh.
tattoos, and he hated it.
That's hilarious.
They might have even fixed it, but I thought it would be so funny to wear like a wig like him, wear a Sycamore ISU jersey, and then have like fake tattoos.
That'd be
So
fun.
I still really want to do the Larry Bird one because I think that's still,
And I
it's
think-
fucking Larry Bird.
Right.
Yeah.
And people from Irvington would recognize it too.
Yeah.
Even if that mural has been fixed.
So I think this is the year. I need to do it. I need to just
Just do
finally.
it. Yep. Oh my gosh.
I'm like a virgin. I don't go down on my knees. I wait till I'm married.
Wait till I'm married.
Shock 'em dead, everybody. It's a great B movie.
It's a great B movie.
Yeah, I got no idea of fucking Halloween costumes. That's going to be all you guys.
No, see, I think about it all the So from a friend of mine, she was getting rid of stuff. And I don't know if Travis fully realizes this, but I got a Dumb and Dumber couples outfit. Like one is a female size and one is a male size of the orange.
Blue. Oh, yeah.
I have that. It's in the corner of our room.
That's a really good one.
Easy.
Okay.
Easy.
I saw this recently and I can't remember what it's called, but it's another country. It's basically another like Halloween type thing, but they dress up as like oddly specific situations. Oh. So one of them was like girl that's always looking for her pen. So She's always literally,
Oh
she's
my
playing
gosh.
a character where she's always looking for a pin. Or a guy that's running after a bus. It was cool.
That sounds so fun.
I think that would even be more fun than Halloween, like a oddly specific situation.
It makes me think of your birthday party that we did where we all dressed up as memes.
That was so fun.
Yeah, that was a great party. I loved that.
That one was
That was a lot of fun. Ethan, our cousin, dressing up as
Salt Bay.
oh my gosh, sprinkling.
Fuck yeah.
That was one for, speaking of money and accessories. He didn't like the white shirt he was wearing, so we had to go out and buy him a white shirt.
Right.
And he wanted one specific color, and I didn't want to do it. And he was like, I just don't think the costume would look right. I was like, well, you're right, it won't. But so I spent those, and it was one like only for fucking Halloween.
Except it was your birthday.
Costumes.
So, well, yeah, and this past year too, we had a Mario party. Fuck, we just like
Yeah, we did.
theme parties.
We love
It's just
costumes.
fun.
Yeah.
Costumes are fun. We had a
They're fun.
Mario party and nephew dressed up as Luigi. And
Yep.
I thought that was so cute.
well, what's funny is I didn't know that that was like a thing, but nephew came to me and he was like, I just came up with this. We should have a Mario party on March 10. And he explained it to me because it's MAR.10 and it looks like Mario. And the more I was like, okay, yeah, let me look up Mario theme party. It's like a thing that people do. People have a Mario party on March 10th.
He came to you acting like he created
Yes.
this. Amazing.
He came to me and he was like, no one even said it to me. I just thought of it on my own. And I was like, I'm not going to break your heart and let you know that the whole world has figured this out.
I know, bud.
Anyway, would you rather pass out candy or go trick-or-treating if like you weren't going to get called out for trick-or-treating as an
Right.
adult?
So this is present day.
Present day, and it's accepted as an adult to go trick-or-treating. Would you rather pass out or go trick-or-treating?
I think I'm still going passing out candy after doing it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I'm in the comfort of, either my home or a close friend's home.
And you dress up while you pass out candy, right?
1,000%.
Okay, good. Good.
1,000%.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that because we can watch, fall break, gonna have a good time, which is actually called the Mutilator, but they originally called it Fall Break.
Fun facts. Are you dressing up too, Trav?
I'm definitely dressing up,
Okay, good.
mainly as Batman.
Oh, I like that.
Classic.
Oh my God.
It's actually a really hard would you rather for me. I think if I get to pass out candy in Irvington, I want to pass out candy because I get to just chill. But otherwise, I actually really enjoy walking around because a lot of people will deck out their houses and do little.
That's true.
I just like to see the decorations.
Yeah.
So
Going all out.
I kind of think I might go with the trick or treating, not because I want the things, but because I want to see all the different styles that people did.
That is fun.
Yeah,
So-
all the holiday decoration.
Yeah, I like seeing the way people do different things. And I just remember seeing some houses where they would kind of make it a little mini haunted house, like on their front porch.
I think those are so amazing.
Yeah, I enjoy those things. I like haunted houses. So,
Okay, I can't believe that I didn't think of this earlier, but trick-or-treating, I want to say I was in 4th grade. We went inside the house. Like you knock on the door and they're like, hey, my grandpa's sick and he really wants to be part of it. As a group, we walked into this home, went to this man that was basically in hospice. And I looked back and didn't think anything of it. That's kind of weird.
that's weird.
It's a weird thing to do.
Dude, that's so weird they say that because I have a similar one pretty much like that. Like the old grandpa on the couch fucking, hey, kids, get some candy.
Scary.
Just go inside this dude's house.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh gosh, guys.
But I mean,
Nope, didn't do that.
this was the 90s, okay? So everything was open for fucking grasp.
Makes me
know.
think of the movie Black Phone. We're like, yeah, he seems like he's a really nice guy. You're just helping
yeah.
him out. It was also like 80s, 90s. Nope.
Yeah.
Now you're going to die.
Yeah. That was a really good movie.
It was a good movie.
Dude, that movie was awesome.
I love. Now I
Ethan-
would like to watch it.
Ethan Hawke, such a good actor.
So good. But
I think that's pretty much going to do it for us, guys. Our next episode, I kind of want to talk about music and shows, and I want to get into how the scene was back in the day.
well, heck yeah! After we finish recording today, we're all going to go to the Hi-Fi over in Fountain Square to see Haste the Day. So check them out. That's what they sound like.
Pretty much one of the best local bands, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
They're from Carmel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're local. It's awesome.
Yeah, super cool.
I'm very excited. Support your locals. We have a friend who hosts a local music event every year, and it's on August 31st. It's called Electric Boys. We'll put a link in case you want to buy tickets to that because it's just another way to support locals.
Fuck yeah.
Support the locals.
Support it. You guys feel me, dog?
I feel you, dog.
I feel you, dog. See
Fuck
you next
yeah.
week.
Bye.